Okay folks, so welcome to the channel once again. I know I just got done with a video, so I told you that I was going to be doing a second review on the key imports versus the Broadway Limited Greenbriers, in my opinion on both of them. So I'm going to try to do this my best as I can. Sorry. Come on here, focus. There we go. Okay, so what I have here, on the right here is the first run of the Broadway Limiteds, and on the right is I believe a 1988 run of the key imports. So let's get started first with the key imports. So my first initial thought on the key imports was, when I first bought it, was a very beautiful model, very detailed, as you can see, very nicely representation of just the Greenbrier itself. The only couple little things, that I especially like is that you can able to open up the firebox door and you can take a look down the inside of it. So you can see a little bit. There you go. That was one thing I found kind of nice when I first got it. There's a front coupler that swings out on the front here, but I cannot open it right now. The other couple little things, I know a lot of people were asking me, because a lot of people have been wanting this model as well, was did it come with the tandem rodding? And as you can see, it did. Overall, the locomotive is very, very beautiful. Being my first brass, I'm very pleased with it, and I don't think it's never going to leave my collection. So I don't know how well we can get this for you. No. Okay, you can see a little bit on the back head. There's some boiler backhead detail. See if I can get this for y'all best as I can. You can see a little bit in there. As far as the tender, you actually get the corkscrew mechanism. I know it's a little dusty. I still have to clean it, but I'll get through it eventually. Very clean, legible decals. 614. Your brake lines and air lines. On the fireman's side, as you can see, the truck detail on these are really nice, and I believe that they are spring loaded. No, okay, I thought they were. Maybe on the Broadway, but no. So, moving down the side, chassis system railroads, very clean and legible. The gangway there, as you can see, and I believe I got this on the close couple. There's a close and a farther couple on this, and I got it on a close couple. So as you can see, it's not too bad. It's a little further away than the prototype, but when you're running it, you want to run wide curves. So Down the line here, as you can see, a lot of detail on the firebox here. This thing here, I'm not too sure if it is correct or not, but and I'm not too sure the other one, the key or the Broadway Limit, it's got something different, which we will see here in a second. But I'm not sure which one is right and which one is wrong. Give me 1 second while let's see what else we got here. Let's take a look down the top here. Sorry for the shakes, sorry. There's your whistle, which is not painted, which is kind of a sad thing, but still looks good either way. You got your builder's plate right there, which is unlegible. I'm not a steam expert, so I'm not sure what all these are up here. I know this is the sanding domes. We're coming up onto the pop-off valves and roof vents, which do not open. You got your gold metallic bell on the front. Very clean, legible number boards on the side. So overall, I was very happy. Of course, with it being my first brass, I was very happy to get it. So let's get on to the Broadway Limited. Let's see how they compare. Okay, so here's the Broadway Limited version of the Greenbrier. As you can see, first thing I'm going to let you know is you can see the difference up here in the front. That's all from the smoke fluid. Yeah, I'm not too happy about that, but what can you do? Let's get started first though. Okay, so the first thing you're probably noticing is the front here is missing a cover plate. Well, what it came with was a coupler exposed on the front, a full-scale coupler, and I just said, no, that's just stupid looking. I'm never going to put a diesel on the front of this, so I just immediately took it off. I'm going to put some styrene there, paint it black, and we'll be set and go. As far as everything else, the only thing that's unprototypical is it does not have the dual beam headlight, which I can probably fabricate a styrene for that as well to make it look like it. Gold metallic bell, as you can see. The firebox door does not open on the front, so a couple other little things, as I mentioned before, when the key imports, the whistle is like this. I don't know which one is more correct, and if there is a difference, which one is which time period. I'm thinking this is the 1980s on the inaugural run, because the way I've seen some videos, the whistle steam was coming out this way. So that's my guess on it. Oops, sorry. But moving down the line here, as you can see, again, the tandem side rods here, and on this one they're a little bit thinner than the key imports, but they're still pretty good looking. Let's move down a little bit further. This one here, you got some crew figures installed, and say hello Mr. Ross Rowland or Mr. Steve, I can't remember his name, but I know he was an engineer for it as well. Again, it's got the gangway. This one's propped up. There's this little funny looking, but Down the side pipe detail, I would say it's pretty good looking, really. I can't remember if the Key Imports has got it or not, but as you can see, the level of detail I thought was pretty good. I mean, it is a brass hybrid, so it better be pretty good. Detail on the tender, let's get started on that. As you can see, there's a little bit of detail on the tender here. You got your realistic cold load, really nice looking. Down the side here, nice level of detail on the trucks here. Don't believe they're spring loaded, let me check. Okay, so they are a little bit spring loaded, which is nice. Really nice. I give Broadway some credit on that. Okay, so as you can see, painted backhead detail, a lot of little red instruments and everything. There's the fireman and the engineer. Moving back towards the end of the tender here. Got the same level of detail as you got on the Key Imports. Again, needs to be dusted off. I'll get to that here in a little bit. You got your rear light and your, again, clear legible decals, and your rear coupler, your rear air hoses, and I'm not yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. I imagine it's for passenger cars, but as you can see, that's installed on here. Your tender steps on the rear are on. Okay. So again, same level of detail on the tender. You got these little, I'm guessing the thing here in the foreground is a re-railer, and the one in the back is I'm guessing is a toolbox. As you can see, nice level of detail on the tender trucks as well. Got your brake cylinders on the side, which is really nice. You got a little lift ring on the sides. Yeah, the Key Imports does have it as well. I'm looking at it as well. Here's another side from the cab. You get your clear 614 and the J3A, which is not even installed on the Key Imports, as you can see, which is really nice. Other than that, oh, okay, so we'll move down here a little bit more. And as I was mentioning before, this is completely different, but I'm not sure which is correct or which is wrong. As you can see, that one, and then there's the Key Imports. And we'll move down a little bit further. So we're moving back to the front. Again, more of the tandem side rods here. Really beautiful model. You got your clear legible builder's plate under magnification, and your white walled tires, which I really enjoyed. The only little thing that broke off on me was the uncoupling pin. Sure, there we are. That's the only thing that came undone. Bringing the key back over, so only really, so like I said, here's the whistles. As you can see, they're completely different positions. The lanterns are angled on this one while they are straight on the keys. The number boards up here are larger lettered, while on the Broadway they're kind of small. Same thing on the side. They're pretty large, while on the side of the key or the Broadway they're kind of small. You can see the builder's plate on the key, but it's not painted, whereas the Broadway you can see it. And as far as running, the key import is extremely smooth. When I first got it, it did not run. I opened it up and just had to solder the connection back to it, and it's running very smoothly now. So I've been enjoying running it. Whereas the Broadway Limited, I've had it for a year, but I think I only ran it for less than a month, and then it finally shot on me. So what a surprise, right? So this will get decodered. I'm gonna put another decoder. I'm probably gonna go with TCS Wow. I'm gonna fit out the LED in the front to make it look like a dual beam, and that's about it. And put sound back into this, and because it runs perfect, it runs smooth, everything's flawless. Just needs that decoder changed. So other than that, folks, my opinion on the key imports, if you can find one and you've been wanting one of these models, grab it. There's only 60 of them produced. I paid $10.50 for mine, and I think they're going for almost $12 now. The Broadway Limiteds, they're going to be doing another run, as far from what I can hear. So if you want to wait and see how the second run is, wait. But if you can find one, I would highly recommend getting one. They're beautiful models, very close to the prototype, is about as close as you can get without buying full brass. So like I said, and the only thing that was the problem with this was the decoder. So, and I'm not going to put a steam smokestack into this one. I'm just going to put sound and lights in it. When I first seen the smoke, I was like, okay, it's not too bad. I kind of liked it for a while, and then it just got, no. I'm not too crazy about steam coming out of models. It just does not look right. But other than that, folks, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have any questions, please ask me. I am open to questions. And as far as that, I hope you enjoyed.